Yes, and we are live. I am very excited to be doing my first YouTube live, and I hope we're going to have many amazing and fantastic days where we can share, where I can share with you, and you also can share with me your experiences with building a better health and optimum performance. I was thinking I would love to give you some heads of who I am. I am the founder of HPM Wellness, and I always encourage everyone and female that I work with to be more authentic, to be brave, to embrace who they are. But I know that if I don't do this myself, I become a little bit inauthentic in my truth. So as this has been a goal of mine for a while, and to be really honest, it's not coming that easily, and I know that showing up takes time, because you have to somehow find peace with yourself and peace with every little limits that are going to come on the way, to make sure that you will not be showing up. So, as being said, my name is Daria Tiesler, and I am HPM Wellness founder. As well, I'm CEO of my brand. I'm leading and driving the vision for it, and that always has been my big dream, to do something bigger than I am. And trust me, that vision of HPM Wellness is bigger than I am. I just have finished recording a podcast with Heather Jackson, co-founder of Gen M, and the brand of Gen M is leading the vision of making menopause, normalizing menopause, and normalizing the message and communication with brands around the menopause. And I want to use Heather as my own inspiration, because Heather just proved me that if there is something new and disruptive, something that comes from thought leadership, you just have to come and embrace it, that someone maybe do not like it, the idea. And that is what HPM Wellness is about. I have created HPM Wellness in 2020 as a result of my journey as a Daria Tiesler, my own journey of customers I have been working with towards wellness, towards optimization of health, towards being better, towards feeling better about yourself, towards discovering yourself. And HPM Wellness is really the result of many years, actually 21 years of my education and around 17 years of my practice in the field of health and fitness, field of prevention. Now we're talking a lot about precision medicine, regenerative health, physical longevity, healthy longevity. These words were not that buzzy when I started my path in 1990. When I started my university at a sport academy in Gdańsk, where I used to also play handball. I used to be professional handball player. That was my dream. I wanted to play in Olympics. I wanted to play in world champions and any type of championships. And unfortunately, at age 22, I had injury. I've ruptured anterior cruciate ligament. I thought that the recovery will be just 8 months, but that has been around 14 years of my life, going through more surgeries and going through depression, mental and physical rundowns, and losing myself, losing my authenticity, losing my voice, moving then to London in 2004. Actually, I moved to London in 2004. I didn't speak English, so more and more obstacles on my way, adapting in a new environment, completely new settings for me, no performance, no drive in such matter as athletic world did teach me to do. This is where I'm meeting my husband, Manel, and he's becoming my love of my life. I always say he has exchanged my life. He came at the right time because I lost a love to sport. I couldn't perform anymore just because surgeries weren't successful. I suffered 13 years of big further problems on my knee. I was walking without flexion and extension for 12 years. As I have discovered, I had depression and big trauma as a result of it. And you can hear more about my journey of overcoming those obstacles in an interview that I will actually link you to. But today we are here. It's 2022. HPM Wellness exists for the last 2 years. I have set up the company during a pandemic when everything moved online. I just came back from maternity leave. I had a terrible 3 years between 2018. Actually, 2018 was very traumatic. I have lost my sister. I've lost my three of my grandparents. Actually, everything happened before pandemic. So big trauma. And learning again how to overcome those difficult moments in my life while I was pregnant with my daughter Chiara. I have only one child. She's fantastic, and as all parents would say, I try to bring her in a conscious manner because I believe in a conscious performance, a conscious feminine peak performance. Yes, so lots of overcoming, but I have decided that now is the right time to bring all what I know about female body to help her optimize her life, her health, her performance. And I want to be disruptive with the way HPM Wellness does this, because I want to start from addressing the whole person. And as discussed in my podcast with Heather, who, the women in this 38, 40, even 50 menopausal women went through this period of testing different diets, different workouts, and there was like laboratory. And now actually we have lots of science coming. What actually those women age 38, 40 up should be doing, how they should be training, how they should be addressing health, how they should be addressing physical body, mental health, emotional health. And that is what is interest of mine. I have been working in performance enhancement environment since I remember. So, performance was always my thing. Then since 2010, I started to work in ultimate performance. When the first gym was opened by Nick Mitchell. Today I remember our interview, very powerful, and I got a job. At that time, I don't think Nick knew what he is going to, what ultimate performance is going to be. I was very proudly working there, and then I had episodes of coming and going, but my journey there was an eye-opening. What physical composition of the body, physical composition of female clients, I worked lots with female clients, can do for her health. I saw how women transforming on level of confidence, on level of hormonal balance. The menstrual cycles was easy. They were going easier into transition between perimenopause, menopause, if they knew that they were having those symptoms. The skin was getting better, the digestive health was getting better, and I was at that time learning about functional medicine and nutritional therapy at College of Naturopathic Medicine in London, and then everything started to make more sense. Right, the symptoms they were experiencing were easy by the changes in body composition. And that is the topic I'm going to discuss very soon on Thursday, actually, at UK Health Radio. And we're going to talk lots about importance of physical longevity on female health. And I think that is one of the biggest problems and taboos. And I have been in this industry, like I said, for last at least 12 years, working intensively at Central London facility in the city. But since 2007, I was actually working as a personal trainer and seeing all those experiencing, how really female body work, and seeing how those changes, physical changes and changes of the body composition can improve, as I mentioned, female health. In meantime, I have done so many other qualifications. I have in the field of precision health, I could call it, precision nutrition, where we're really looking at the root causes of certain symptoms. And like some of my podcasts, you might be already hearing, or some of my videos on YouTube, like with Ben Bickman, when we discussed the insulin resistance and how it's driving all the chronic diseases. So that is my big interest. But also I have done work on coaching and the perspective of optimization of female mindset. How can she overcome what is in front of her? How is she tightening herself to her story? And often they are not easy situations that I see in my clinical practice. That was the reason I decided to look at everything as a whole, because I've noticed that when we are tearing apart our physical, mental, and then emotional body, we're just getting partially better. And for me, always was about getting better as a whole. There is always a fluctuations of our beings. So one has to support another one. But I do believe that you cannot just run. You have to eat well. You cannot just meditate. You have to train. You cannot just train. You have to know how to rest. So my concept is finding this, I don't want to use word balance, but this intelligent approach, smart approach that is going to address whole parts of us. So you're aware of them. You don't try to change everything at once, because it's very difficult. But if you bring awareness that today I will work a little bit on this, tomorrow I will work a little bit on that, right? And you make changes every single day, or you maintaining that change for a longer period of time, then you're adding another one, you becoming that change. And that is what I want to teach. So that is who is Daria Tiesler. I've got so much passion into what I do, outside of having so many years of experience, seeing many customers, many female customers at different ages. I have calculated that I have done around 15,000 hours of actually working one-on-one. I've experienced the different feelings and emotions in my clinic. I've experienced different results, different setbacks, and I think HPM Wellness is the future, or if not present, I think is between present and future of what women's health and performance is becoming. Because I am coming from very burnout, peak performance way. I've burned out few times. I know how to come out from this, but I also know how it's not pleasant to burn out. And I've been in a situation when I didn't know that I'm actually burnt out. I age 42, 41, 42 in November. I also realized this much earlier, I think around 35, that I cannot train anymore the same way I used to. I cannot eat anymore the same way as I was as when I was an athlete. I cannot just keep eating carbs all the time. Anyway, my diet as an athlete would be different now, because I realized the power of essential fatty acids and importance of micro elements, and importance of keeping inflammation under control. So I would be leading myself completely differently as an athlete, and probably I would be avoiding having the surgery, because I know that there are research that pointing out that anterior cruciate ligaments ruptures are linked to adrenal exhaustion. Right. Anyway, I'm thinking about this now as working from the top, from your brain. So your brain is dictating so many messages and situations that are happening inside your body. But anyway, as you can see, I've got lots to share. I'm going to be with you for the next 30 days, every single day, I think, except of Sunday. I have written myself different topics of conversation that I will be laying here in front of you. Please keep dropping me questions, likes, dislikes. This is all to improve the way I serve you. And if you want to hear more, subscribe to my channel. It's going to be about authentic conversation, brave conversation, for all highly performing females, either are mothers, either are athletes, pro athletes, entrepreneurs, female in business, CEOs, ambitious women who having some dreams to be better, to become someone they always wanted. It was exactly the same as I. So enjoy and speak tomorrow.